every day we come in, we look at the croissants, we're looking to find something wrong in them, honestly, because like we want to continue to improve, and I think to do that you have to always be critical, not be critical to the component of like you hate your product and you're just never happy. No, we're happy, but we're always looking like how can we improve? How can we be more consistent? You know, because at the end of the day, people spend their time waiting for our croissants, they spend their money, and so we never want to lose sight of that. And it's also like we want to create things we're proud of. You know, if we're not proud of something, there's no meaning. It's just a job. It's just something that loses its purpose. Which is why I'm grateful that, you know, our team is so great. They truly evoke that mindset towards what they do every day. Right? So this is literally what you want. You see how like elastic it is? It's not melting. That's like the perfect consistency for lamination and temperature. Trim these sides up. Oops. Cut a little too deep there, but it's okay. Okay. Cool, we got our straight edges. Lock it in. A little overlap, but that's okay. Fix that. Every book is a little different. It's the fun part. You can go ahead. Straighten out the edges a little. Cool. Butter. back over. Our last book. Last but definitely not least. So this isn't too bad right here. Straighten it out. Some ice. Too short. Come on, there we go, perfect. Everybody has those horror stories of working in a bakery when the AC breaks. It always happens to be when I'm out of town. I get a call, AC broke. But it's just, we always find a way. In those days too, like when we do our lamination and the dough might be rising and it's kind of not going exactly how we wanted to go. Surprisingly, the croissants turn out really good. And I think those situations, they teach you a lot about, sometimes when you make mistakes, they're good mistakes, and you start to implement so many aspects of what we do was like developed because of mistakes. Like, oh, actually that's better. But yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes. One more. Carry her over. Nice and straight. Callie, how's it look? Good? I don't do this every day anymore, so everything is muscle memory. A little short. Thanks. Wonderful. Got her tight. Cool. Sheet her down a little further. And this will be our fourth, we're doing half and half, but this will be my fourth book. Total 8 books. And so, honestly, if you're doing this at home, You don't have the machines we have to help, but or you do. You never know. But you would have good croissants with just like this. You know, you can sheet this down, shape it to whatever shape you want. But we prefer one more fold. I think a fun part too, now that I look back on it, is figuring out, like, you can do this once, right? But figuring out how to do it in a bakery setting where you have to have a flow, where it has to be scaled. I think that's been one of the funnest parts. Andrea?
Yes.
I grabbed these first?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's yours. And then
Okay.
I think the rest of yours are in the other.
The rest of mine are over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Short-term memory loss. Boom.
Where's my marker?
Where's your what?
Here it is.
Oh.
You have a marker?
No. However, one of the things the girls have helped me with a lot has been organization. I've been very...
He's not an organized man. This is why you need women in your life, men.
This is true. This is true. Shout out to my lovely wife. All right, so now the book that's been chilled and relaxed, the dough relaxed, so it's, as we sheet it, it's not gonna start to retract. And also the butter hardened, so it's not gonna melt. So we want it to be cold enough to hold its structure, but not too cold where it shatters, and warm enough to flow, but not warm enough where it melts. And so the unique thing about the butter we work with is that temperature range is not super wide, but it's not too difficult to hit. All right. Send her back. Can you stretch out the other wing too, on the left side?
Yes.
Thanks. All right. So we're about to do our last fold. So the difference in how the dough feels, it's obviously colder, but still stretchable. If it's like not moving at all, it's like a rock. It's not good. But in this case, we have that flexibility. And as you can see, like along the edges, we don't have any cracking. That's what I'd say is a good indication of a solid lamination is throughout all the folds, we have solid strips of butter. No cracking. I'm gonna put this side in the inside because it's the ugly side. This allows our book to be a little more workable. Okay. All right, our last single fold. This is the funnest part for me in the lamination, is seeing all the layers we've built. It's like a bunch of thin lines. Or it could be traumatic. Not gonna lie, we've had those moments and we've learned a lot from them. But we don't want to see zigzags, that's for sure. And now we're just shaping it, flattening it a little. And at this stage, we could sheet it down and cut it into our shapes, but we're gonna go for another rest. And so this further relaxes the dough, relaxes the butter. And so when we cut our shapes, it doesn't shrink up. Cool. Okay. Okay. I'll see you later.
You gonna be good?
Yeah. So this was my first book. And it was actually perfect. This book was perfect. The other books were really great, but this one is just like precise.
I'm right behind you.
Usually, the longer you do something, the better you get. In this case, it was the opposite. But not bad, not bad. Cool. So we want to measure, wait. The height, and this will kind of determine what book it is. Andrea,
Yes.
quick question. So this is
Is this your third fold?
43.
This is your third fold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
43, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's long.
43?
Yeah, but it shouldn't it be like, huh?
Kind of cool, huh?
Yoo-hoo.
All right. You already did two?
Yep. Get with it.
All right, I gotta step it up. I think this machine is probably the single most, it's hard to say. I go back and forth all the time, but it's one of the most important machines in croissant making because it allows you to quickly flatten your book. And if you're doing this by hand, you can do it. But for example, like right now, to get it to this size, we would need to chill it again because it would start getting warm. And that's something that
Can I get it from the top?
that's something that would take forever. And also it's like, I don't know how you can chill a book that's this wide. Cool. It's actually really straight too.
You're killing it.
Thanks. A little retracting, but it's okay. Flatten it out. There's no more trimming. The butter is all the way on the edges. So there's no need to trim. Just test. This should be good. It's just these little details that really are important. You could overlook them and make good croissants, but it just helps you, not overlooking them helps you learn about the process so much more. And that's where you really develop those skills of troubleshooting and maintaining consistency. What's the standard width we want to go to, Andrea?
What was that?
What's the standard width? So
like
what are your books coming to? What number?
like around 50.
50? Okay. All right, I got you. I know what I did wrong in the last one. I didn't widen it before going down. Cool, we're like at 49. Stretch it a little more. We do this to kind of get the approximate width of our book, and then we'll flatten it down a bit.
Did everybody else get drinks?
I'm Cali. Thank you.
I accidentally put way too much cream on my cream top. Want more cream?
All right.
No, I shouldn't have more cream, but yeah.
Dude?
I lied. This one's more perfect. No? Let's see.
Why is he doing it?
What?
Why is he doing it like that?
Like what? Yeah, 45.
No.
That's why I was like, why is it coming out weird?
Normally, it's like top to bottom.
Because he's not folding it.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Why is it like that though? I'm
So it's
confused.
45. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
This fool.
It's okay.
Give me the camera. Ah, kidding. Yes.
I told you I don't do this every day anymore.
A drink for me.
But relying on these details is what allows you to
Drink? No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
replicate
yeah. I got me
stuff.
drink. Thank you
So
though. called me corny.
Call you what?
Danny called me corny.
Who, Danny?
Yeah.
You are corny a little bit.
You know what? Become the corn.
What's the movie Karate Kid?
Karate Kid?
Where the student becomes the... No, is it? I watched the remake.
That doesn't count.
Who stars in it? Where's the class?
You wanna tell me?
Why are men like that? They always like have to get the facts. Like you can't say, "Oh, I like something." They always have to like question you.
You know, I'm just gonna walk this.
All right, so we got this. Andrea, what number do you go to?
Depending on how thick it is, yeah.
Oh, to 7.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, dude.
Bye, Amir.
Oh, I know. Andrea,
Yes. What were you doing?
I know. I was widening it. I forgot we're not widening it anymore. What?
Yo, look at 65.
No, because we got to go a certain way still, but
45 is perfect for
yeah. All right. Shirt straight. Put this side in. Did I miss laminating? Yeah, I think a part of the creative process of anything, like anybody who starts something, a business, out of a passion, you typically, like, that's what gives you the most peace, you know? You can't always just do it, obviously, alone, and, you know, I'm grateful I have a team that keeps my vision going, but yeah, this is definitely fun. Okay, Andrea,
Yes.
51, and I just fold it like this.
Oh, just put it back on the tray.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was sheeting it down further.
Right.
Oh, I see. Now,
Jonah.
so now when we want to
How are
get
you?
longer, we can
How
sheet
are
it
you?
longer.
Good.
I see.
Oh my goodness. How many months? 7. Oh my god, how exciting. What number baby?
Folder.
3. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. I skipped a step. I got ahead of it, but it's okay. Cool. And this is 51. Long way from 43.
Yahoo!
And so now these are gonna chill.
That one's an.
I have one more, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll move mine.
Okay, you can move yours over. So now these are gonna chill. I have one more to do, but the books are gonna chill for about a few hours. And they're just gonna, obviously we don't want them to get too cold, because if they get too cold then they become like rocks.
Yeah.
But we want the dough at this stage, after this fold, we want it to be relaxed enough to where when we sheet it down to shape, our exact measurements that we mark are the exact measurements that we get. If we don't allow it to rest, it'll shrink up. And then instead of being like butter croissant being 10 centimeter by 30, it'll be like 7 by 25. I'll close with a scary story, because I know Halloween's coming up soon. But when we originally purchased this sheeter, we had a tabletop one before, and we were cleaning it and putting it into storage and then getting ready to use this one. So I was cleaning the tabletop one. And I forgot to unplug it. And basically, I accidentally pressed the button to turn it on, and my hand got stuck in there. Thankfully, it was a button the moment you release it. The moment you release it, it stops. So that's a good thing. But we learned a big lesson on safety that day. Thankfully, I didn't break my hand. It was just really swollen for a few weeks. But yeah, it's just like, when you're working with equipment and, there's metal, you always want to be safe. You don't want to, even if there's a 1% chance of something happening, you want to steer on the side of. You can pass by, sir. Yeah. You want to steer on the side of caution. Because at the end of the day, like, when people say we put our blood, sweat, and tears in this, we want to put our sweat and tears, but not blood. We don't want to hurt ourselves in the process. Cool. And we kind of get faster as we're doing the third fold. So this book was chilling for less than the previous books before we did the fold. So it does feel softer, still good, but you definitely feel the difference. And that difference is, oh, where'd you guys put the trays? Over there?
Right there.
So yeah, safety first. and then everything else will come.
Okay.
All right. 52. Beautiful. My hands are so buttery, it won't. I got it.
Butterfinger.
I know, huh? That is not an advertisement for Butterfingers. Although one sounds very good right now. There's those nostalgic candy bars that you just, no matter how old you are.
They just always hit.
Yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All done. And like I said, we're gonna rest those for 2 hours, and then we're gonna go into sheeting them down and shaping our croissants. Thanks.
Woo! Can't believe Jenny called me corny, bruh.
Huh?
Can't believe Jenny called me corny.